Shalom, back with part 4. All right. The breakdown of Revelations, the 13th chapter. Let's continue here. All right. Right now we're in a precept. All right. Giving you further understanding. All right. So, again, so we just hit the breakdown here, and he laid hold on the dragon, again, which represents the Roman Empire, that old serpent, which is not a talking snake, but man, okay, which goes back to the garden, one of the sons of the wicked. And in this case, we're talking about Esau, Edom, the Edomites, all right? This is the dragon, the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan. And we gave you the breakdown of devil, which means the deceiver, false accuser, slanderer, and Satan meaning adversary, as in the human counterpart to the spiritual entity, Satan. All right, so the human counterpart here on earth, Satan is played, the devil is played by Esau, Edom. All right, that is his role. He was created to be the wicked. And you read about that in Romans, the 9th chapter, people. Okay, we'll simply explain that. And he is the vessels fitted for destruction. All right, that he was made to be the antagonist. All right, it tells you in Romans 9:21, have not the potter power over the clay, all right, to make one vessel unto honor, which would be the Israelites, right, talking about Jacob, okay, and another unto dishonor, all right, which would be, Esau, the Edomites, okay? So, coming from the same seed, out of Isaac, you understand? And good and evil plays out all throughout the scriptures. So he was, and it tells you there in Romans the 9th chapter, again, he uses an analogy of what he did with the Pharaoh, all right, in Egypt, all right? He built him up, built up his pride and everything else, so that he could destroy him. And in destroying him, to exalt his name, the Heavenly Father's name, Yahweh, and his son's name, Yahushua. Well, he's telling you that he raised up Esau for the same purpose, okay? So it was all about a fulfillment of prophecy, people, as you will see here in a moment here. All right. So he laid hold of the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, talking about the nation of Edom, the Edomites, the white man. All right, and he's not white, he's red. All right, his blood just shows through his pale skin, okay? And he bound him 1,000 years, okay? In that spiritual chain, into their caves they went. They originate from Mount Seir, all right, which is Petra, known as Petra today. And they also come out of the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia, all right, Khazaria, all right. That's why they're known as Khazars as well, all right. All right, so he bound him 1,000 years, cast him into the bottomless pit, which is Europe, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that spiritual chain, that he should deceive the nations no more. See that? Deception, right? Got it? All right? The devil, right? Okay? The deceiver, all right? Till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, all right? And after that, he must be loose a little season. Now, so he was put down after his Greco-Roman empires for the 1,000 years, all right? During that 1,000 years, it was known as the Dark Ages. The Moors ruled all of Europe, right? The Byzantine Empire, right? Does that ring a bell to you people? And, and they basically ruled out of Portugal and Spain, all right? Now, they were Israelites, the Moors, but they were going off and they were worshiping Islam. You understand? So again, in order to fulfill prophecy, right? It says, see, he would have to be loose, right? till the 1,000 years, right? That he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. So after the 1,000 years, right? After that, he must be loose a little season. He would have to come back into power. You understand? Okay? And it took them a little over 100 years to take down the Moors, all right? They came back around the mid-1300s. So by the 1400s, they were pretty much back in the driver's seat, all right? And Renaissance means rebirth, okay? So it's talking about the rebirth of the Edomites, all right? All right, so let's jump down to verse 7 and 8. And when the 1,000 years are expired, right? The dragon, the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, shall be loose out of his prison. See that? That's the Renaissance, the rebirth. Okay? You had the 700-year Inquisition. Part of that Inquisition was the Israelites going into captivity. Okay? Part of that was Columbus coming here in 1492, putting, the northern tribes, all right, into captivity. All right, starting with the tribe of Ephraim, my people. Okay? He took 1,100 of them onto 4 of his ships and chains. All right, out of that 1,100, only 300 survived the trip back to Seville, Spain, but thus began the Atlantic slave trade. That's right. Okay? And then you're talking about 126, 127 years later, all right, after starting the Atlantic slave trade with the 10 northern tribes, the Indian tribes, 126, 127 years later, they go into West Africa, okay, to kidnap and bring our brothers and sisters, all right, of the Southern Kingdom to come join the Atlantic slave trade party, all right? You people understand all that? That's real history, okay? All right? To give you some understanding, all right? All right, and and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. Again, remember, people, we're at the end of that little season that it speaks about here, all right? That after that, he must be loose a little season. Well, that little season began during the Renaissance, which means rebirth. Now we're at the end of it, all right? America, Babylon the Great, represents the last leg and extension of that revived Roman Empire, all right, of the Edomite beast system, all right? She is the 8th and last head. There is no 9th, there is no 10th. All right. So when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go and deceive the nations which are in the 4 quarters of the earth, all right? And Gog and Magog, who is Russia, right? To gather them to battle. What battle is that? The Battle of Armageddon, all right? And the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. All right, so, and it is the Lord that's doing that, all right? He's a God of war. Exodus 15:3 will tell you that, okay? And many people going out there, oh, wait a minute, God is not about war, God is about love. And you people don't know who the Lord is, and you certainly don't know your scriptures, all right? And again, this ain't your book. This is our book, all right, for the Negro, Latino, and Native American that make up 12 tribes. And that's proven in Psalms 147, 19, and 20, all right, backed up in Amos 3, verse 1 and 2, all right? All right, so let's, I gave you understanding there. Let's get back to Revelations, the 13th chapter, all right? All right. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, which is NATO, the military arm, the iron teeth, all right? And they worship the beast, saying, who is like the beast, who is able to make war with him, right? Now, after World War II, you had weak nations. Everybody was afraid. America, the bully, was just illegally invading nations, setting up the puppet governments and all that. But today, those weak nations are strong. All right, you people could read about this in Joel, the 3rd chapter. All right? I highly recommend you do. All right? All right, so it's a different game today. All right? And now those nations, they want vengeance. They want revenge. Okay? All right? They've turned their pruning hooks and plowshares. They've given all that up. All right, for ICBM capability. All right? All right, let's continue here. All right. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, right? And power was given unto him to continue 42 months, all right? And we jump here to, what is that, Daniel? Let's see here. Go to Daniel chapter 7. See, what does it say here? Daniel 7:25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. All right, give me a minute. All right, so you can see, all right, as a precept, again, he shall speak great words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints, right? Both northern and the southern kingdom of Israelites, made up of the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, all right? And think to change times and laws, right? Which he's done. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of times, all right? All right. All right, let's get back over there. All right. All right. So there you go. So you see how that precept fits here, that there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God. Again, I just showed you that. All right. That precept to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle. Who's his tabernacle? All right. Yahweh Shai, the Israelites. You understand? Both northern and the southern kingdom. You understand that? Right? He's the slanderer. He's always slandering the Israelites, always demonizing. Nobody's black. That's a demonization. You understand? All right? Demonizing, the tribe of Issachar, whether, the Negro, Latino, Native American. That's all he's ever done and been doing for the past 529 years. All right? Okay? Demonizing the Israelites. All right? And them that dwell, all right, in heaven. All right? Even us. Obviously, that are in this too. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. You see that? To make war with the saints. What does that get into? Okay? Revelations 12 and 12, right? That's what should come to mind. All right? Let's do that. All right? You know what? We'll do that when we come back. All right? So we'll end this here. And we'll be right back. Give me a minute. Yeah, we'll be right back with part 5, all right? And we'll pick it up right here. And then I'll take you over to the precept. Shalom.